Welcome to Phillip Island, Victoria in Australia. What a setting we have for this great sporting contest, the Little Penguin Sea to Dune race. Nervous moments always as they gather on the beach, the tension mounting, and away they go. There's the defending champion, wearing his familiar navy blue and white, great waddling style. Another pre-race favourite though, losing touch with the pack. Maybe that's why. A few too many fish in the day's feeding. There's a familiar face, Skip McIntyre, 8 times a champion back in the 90s, a very successful coach now, keeping a keen eye on proceedings. This the leading group, one or two still able to put on a show for the camera, others just ploughing straight over it. Some resorting to shortcuts. Sad that cheating has crept into this beautiful sport. The judges will have a look at that. But up at the front, the pace is relentless, closing in on those sand dunes that will offer a bed for the night. The fatigue starting to tell. Who's got the finishing kick up on the outside? What a turn of pace from that one, whichever one it is. No answer from the rest, and he takes victory. What a win. There we are, into the Burrow, building an extension with his winnings, and back tomorrow to try and defend his title here on Phillip Island.
There's 5 of us in the family. Harlan came first, he's just turned 6. Jarvy's 4.5, and Malu is the youngest, and he's just turned 2.
When he was born, we were just so happy that we finally had our 3rd child, and we thought he was nice and healthy, and we celebrated his 1st birthday, and sort of a couple of days after that is when everything changed.
He started looking up at his hair at one stage, just a quick glance up, and we didn't think too much of it.
We were down in Portland visiting my family, and we started to notice these eye rolls happened like each day while we were down there, and his arm started to jerk when he would do the eye roll. In our gut then we knew, oh, this just isn't right.
Erin took him to emergency in Portland, and as soon as they saw it, they said, yeah, he needs to head to the Royal Children's.
After they saw his EEG, they knew that he had infantile spasms.
Erin was on the phone to me pretty quickly, in tears.
Malu has a condition where the brain didn't develop properly on one side. The nerves didn't make the right sort of connections, and then they cause seizures.
I would describe infantile spasms as like an infant epilepsy. That's pretty bad. Like, it can have some horrible impact on children's development and can lead to death in some kids. We tried so many different medications and nothing was able to stop his seizures. Sometimes they could last like 2 minutes, like we had up to like 13 minutes of like ongoing seizures, so it was pretty heartbreaking to see.
Whilst he has lots and lots of medications to try and get those under control, ultimately the treatment for that was surgery.
With the information that they got from his EEGs and PET scan and MRI, they called me and said that they needed to disconnect the whole right hemisphere of his brain.
The first thing you think of, how is this going to work?
I was, I think, just in shock hearing that.
What the surgery does is it disconnects the side that's seizing from the rest of the brain tissue. It allows the normal brain to then develop and the pathways to develop free of seizures and ultimately free of medication.
It was scary.
Morgan and I were allowed to be together with Malu on the day of his surgery, so we took him down, and as I was about to say goodbye, I remember Virginia saying, "Don't worry, he's in good hands." And that made me feel so much better.
It is, in some sense, a last resort. In fact, it's also the best chance for a child like Malu to have as best the outcome he could possibly have, both in terms of brain development, but to have a seizure-free life.
Malu was in hospital for a month after the surgery. He was on the neuro ward for about a week, just as his body recovered and rested, and then they transferred him over to the rehab team, where we started some pretty intense rehab every day.
Every child is different in their recovery. It could take weeks and weeks, months. We didn't really know. They assumed that he would probably walk within a month or two, but you just never know.
The problem with epilepsy and with the seizures and the medicine is it damps down the person that they are. You never see that the blossoming underneath until you stop the seizures. So often in what happens after the surgery is you actually see the child suddenly becoming the individual they were supposed to be.
I guess long term it's kind of hard to know how things will look. He's certainly making good progress language-wise, but we hope that he can go to a mainstream school and go to school with his brothers and be able to play sport and do things, I guess, like every other kid.
So far things are looking great at the moment, and hopefully it keeps going that way.
I don't even know where to start with the amazing team that we had supporting us. Their knowledge and their passion is just incredible. I guess in probably one of the best hospitals in the entire world. We are just so grateful for everything that they've done for us. It literally changed our lives, so everything's heading in the right direction.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very, very special night of live Penguin TV. Welcome back for all you regular live Penguin TV watchers, or water watchers out there, it is great to have you. This evening, as I mentioned, it's going to be a very, very special night as we watch the penguins cross the beach tonight, because we are here to support the Good Friday Appeal, which provides funding and support to the Royal Children's Hospital. So being Good Friday tomorrow, please have your generous spirit ready, because we are hoping to raise some serious funds for the children at the Royal Children's Hospital tonight. So thank you in advance to absolutely everyone who is planning to donate tonight, and we wish you all a very happy Easter as well. So tonight, of course, we are going to be here to watch the penguins, and I'm going to be chatting to you all things penguin tonight, but we've got a few very, very special guests, and we're probably maybe half an hour or so off from penguins arriving tonight, but we've got some very, very special guests tonight, and we are also going to be interviewing Sky. She is going to be our roaming ranger out on the boardwalks, and we're going to be able to chat to some very interesting guests, including Leah and her family, who is a patient at the Royal Children's Hospital. We are going to be interviewing Terry from the CFA, the Country Fire Authority, as well as Catherine, our CEO here at Phillip Island Nature Park. So I hope you're all ready, and then it's going to be a night full of penguins. So it's going to be a very, very good one. Now, we are of course here on Phillip Island, which is known as Malu, and I would like to say Wominjeka to Malu and acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land which we are on today, the Bunurong of the Kulin Nation, and they have been coming over to Phillip Island for many, many thousands of years, living peacefully, harmoniously and sustainably with the land over that time. So I would like to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and we have such a beautiful spot here to be watching the penguins from tonight. Now, I also mentioned that we are Phillip Island Nature Parks. We are a non-for-profit conservation organisation that look after these wonderful penguins. We look after koalas, Australian fur seals and a range of other beautiful places here on Phillip Island. So that's a little bit about what to expect from us here tonight. We have another very special guest joining us this evening, and that is Rolly. So Rolly, come on in, say hello and let us know what you're going to be doing tonight.
Hi everyone, thanks for that lovely intro, Jordan. Lovely to be thought of as special. Welcome welcome everyone to tonight's very special Live Penguin TV. As Jordan said, tonight it's all about the Royal Children's Hospital and the Good Friday Appeal. Even though our penguins are the cutest penguins in the world, tonight it's actually not all about them. It's about the kids and the heroes at the Royal Children's Hospital that look after those kids. So you will see in the link that Ranger Megan has kindly put in, you'll see in the link in the description, there is a link there to donate to our virtual tin. And I am asking and calling on all Waddle watchers and viewers to jump on and donate whatever you can. Couple of bucks, $5, $20, $50, whatever you can manage, that'll go straight to the Royal Children's Hospital. Now, I'm actually going to be monitoring those donations right throughout the night. And so I'm really hoping that we can, at the end of this night, have achieved a great target and make a great contribution to the Royal Children's Hospital.
Look, absolutely. We have some amazing, incredible, generous watchers, water watchers out there and everyone else. So dig deep in your pockets because, your money is going to a fantastic place at the Royal Children's Hospital. So thank you so much for that, Rolly.
That's my pleasure. I am just also going to say, right off the bat, Jordan, that everybody, we are trialling some groundbreaking new technology here with all these live crosses to Sky. So please forgive us if something goes wrong. We'll get it sorted very, very quickly.
Also, we're a little bit out of practice, I think.
It's been a long time.
Normally, we were running this live stream every single night. I've had 4.5 weeks off. This is the first night I've even thought about penguins. No,
we missed you.
Missed you too, Rolly.
Welcome back.
So, if there's any issues throughout the night, if the sound isn't working, please do let us know and we will look into it straight away. We want this night to be absolutely epic, which I have no doubt that it absolutely will.
Right, that's it for me. I'm going to disappear.
It is not it from Rolly,
not it for me.
because one of the things that we always do on our live Penguin TVs is all our water watchers want to know how many penguins cross the beach every single night, because every single night here at the Penguin Parade where we are tonight, we count penguins to monitor the health of the colony every single night after sundown when they cross. So, Rolly, bit of a drum roll.
I was going to say drum roll. Can we build the suspense?
How many penguins?
Last night, for the 31st of March, 978 penguins at 7:55 p.m.
900 and what was it?
978.
978, which is an amazing amount of penguins for this time of year.
For this time of year, sensational.
Penguins are hopefully going to be coming home in force tonight. So I hope you're all looking forward to that. I think that's...
Can I go now?
Yes, you can go.
I'll slide off to the side.
See you in
soon.
a sec, Rolly. Wonderful. So over here, we are currently looking at Summerland Bay, which is where the penguins are right now. They're slowly gathering into us in groups out in the ocean called a raft of penguins, because these are the smallest of the 18 species of penguins in the world. So they want to make sure that they are crossing the beach home with as many friends with them as possible. And out in the water, they make a sound called a huck, which sounds like and that's like a location call out. Is there anyone else out there? Can we cross the beach yet? What do we think? And then they will be crossing the beach all together. So we'll be seeing them, I reckon, maybe in about 20 or so minutes time. But right now it is time for us to cross over to Ranger Sky, who is with a wonderful family, as I mentioned, Leah, Graham and Anne, and Leah is a patient at the Royal Children's Hospital. So bear with me, everyone, while I get Sky with us on the air. Hold on just a tick. Sky, are you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I absolutely can. Hello and welcome, Sky.
Hi, everybody, and happy Good Friday Eve, everybody. Welcome to our special Good Friday Appeal live stream. I'm so excited to be out here. I'm so excited to be the roving ranger tonight, finding all sorts of guests to talk to and getting all around the penguin parade tonight. It's going to be so much fun, Jordan.
Wonderful. Can't wait. So you have some very special guests with you now, do you, Sky?
I do. So let me just flick my camera and I'll get them on the screen and you can have a talk to them.
Wonderful.
Right. There they are. Here we go.
Hey guys, how are we doing?
Good, thank you.
Excellent. You can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Just excellent. Very good. So I believe we have Sky was just talking. Leah, Anne and Graham, is that right?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, welcome to the Penguin Parade. I hope you are ready for a fun night. Now, Leah and your family, is this your first time seeing penguins?
Oh, I saw them about maybe 13 years ago.
13 years ago. How do you remember that? You must have been a very small child back then.
I don't remember a lot.
Oh, you don't?
It's very blurry memories.
Very blurry memories. Well, I hope we can refresh some of those memories tonight. Fantastic. Well, this is the first time, I guess, in recent memory that you're going to be seeing our little penguins out here in the wild. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Excellent. Very good. Now, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here, Leah. So every single night here at the Penguin Parade, we actually count penguins crossing the beach. Now, last night we had 978 penguins cross the beach, and all of the rangers here at the Penguin Parade, we like to have a little bit of a guess as to how many penguins cross the beach. Normally it's a similar number night after night. Tonight, my guess was 888. Roland, what's your guess?
1,212.
1,212. So Roland, or Rolly, he's a bit optimistic tonight. How many penguins do you think we're going to see crossing the beach?
Oh,
Give us your best guess.
maybe 945.
945. Excellent. Roland is recording that number so we can see if you win the Penguin Lotto tonight. My fingers are crossed for you, Leah. So, of course, we are here, or you guys are here to see penguins tonight. Tell me, what is one of your favourite things about penguins, Leah?
Probably the little waddles.
The little waddles. You are going to be seeing lots of waddling tonight. Can you give us a little bit of a demonstration as what a waddle might look like? Can you waddle like this?
Rock your shoulder.
We're going to get Mum and Dad to do it as well.
No, Mum's very good at it. No, I don't think.
Come on, you can
waddle.
I've never seen a penguin.
You've never seen a penguin? Well, you guys are going to be expert waddlers tonight. Don't you worry about that. Now, have you guys been on Phillip Island all day? Have you been exploring a little bit?
We have, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've been to the Koala Conservation Centre. We did that this morning. That was brilliant. We saw lots of beautiful koalas, quite up close, really, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cute, aren't they?
It was beautiful, and the weather's been fantastic today.
It's been amazing. Fantastic. Have you seen many animals aside from koalas on Phillip Island? Have you seen any wallabies, any Cape Barren geese, those big kind of grey birds that go honk, honk, honk?
I've seen a couple of wallabies, a load of farm animals.
Lots of farm animals, yeah.
Yeah, still lots of
And
animals.
lots of birds.
Yeah, lots of birds. Not great on my birds, so
That's all right. We can easily fix that, Leah. Awesome. Well, it sounds like you've had a lovely day so far. Now, speaking of birds, a little birdie told me that you might have a brand new puppy. Is this right?
yes.
How exciting. Can you tell us a little bit about your puppy? What's its name? What's its breed? And any little funny stories that you might have?
So he's a Airedale Terrier, and he's about 5-6 months old.
Oh.
His name's Archie,
Archie, that's a great name.
and he's massive,
Massive.
and he's a lap dog.
Oh.
We've had a few cuts on our legs and feet from him trying to sit on us.
Getting a bit excited with those sharp claws?
Yes, and of course the puppy teeth.
The puppy teeth. Oh, yeah, they love biting everything, don't they, little puppies?
Yes. Our house sort of looks like a little bit of a murder scene by the time he's finished having his chew on our hand.
Yes, puppies definitely tend to get into absolutely everything, don't they? You've got to be really careful. Watch your shoes, watch your socks, make sure you don't leave any food around. Gosh, they are mischievous little things, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, can't even put things on high surfaces anymore. You
Jump
can
up.
jump up and grab them. So kind of up to sticking things on the ceilings our next go.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you've got some very strong glue or tape or whatever it is you're going to be able to stick things to the roof. I think that's a good old plan there.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, Leah, it sounds like you love animals or you really like them quite a bit. Leah, can you tell me what your favourite animal is?
A wolf.
A wolf? Why is that?
I don't know. I've just always sort of pulled towards them. They've always been like a, animal that I've always wanted to see. And a couple of years ago, I went to England and saw a couple, and it was at that point I went, yeah, favorite animal.
That is wonderful. They're so beautiful, so regal, so majestic. So that is a great animal to have as your favourite. Nicely done. Now, I've just got one final question before I let you and your family go so that you can enjoy all the penguins as they waddle and as you kind of perfect your waddle a little bit throughout the night. So, of course, tomorrow is Good Friday, and we are currently tonight raising money for the Good Friday Appeal. So can you just tell me what the Good Friday Appeal means to you, Leah?
Everything, the world even. The Good Friday Appeal, without it, we wouldn't have enough money in the hospital to do, research and trials for meds and things like that. And in the end, probably I wouldn't have been here. So it means everything to me.
That is so beautiful and incredibly well put. So thank you so much for coming on with us today, and I'm so impressed and so proud of you for making this journey. And again, a huge shout out to the Royal Children's Hospital, as I'm sure you would agree, who are treating so many young patients, including yourself. So for anyone who's watching and who's inspired by Leah's story, please do be generous tonight and donate to the Good Friday appeal. The link is in the description below, and you get to help support treatment for beautiful children just like Leah. So we are, as I said, we are so happy to have you here tonight and have you on live Penguin TV. We hope you and your family have the most amazing time watching the people, and we wish you the best of luck with everything, all of the strong and healthy vibes. So great work and enjoy your night, Leah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thank you so much, guys. All right. Oh.
Well, I'm just going to wheel in. If that does not just, I'm sorry, pull at your heartstrings, then what could? Seriously, what an amazing young woman, and what an amazing family, and incredible people that look after her. And it is just so touching and so moving. And you know what else is touching and moving? We're up to $545 in donations already. Thank you so much, Waddle watchers and viewers. I'll go through some names shortly. I'm just too far away from the computer, I can't see, but $545 already, and we're 10 minutes in. So thank you so much, everyone. That's
everyone,
just awesome.
That is just completely incredible, and I am going to be 100% honest with you. When I was listening to Leah right at the very end, when she was telling me, and she was telling all of us what the Good Friday appeal meant to her, I was definitely holding back tears. It's such an amazing story, what she's been through, and the amazing things that the Royal Children's Hospital and Good Friday Appeal do for children such as Leah. So thank you so much for everyone's donations, and again to everyone who is going to be donating tonight. You are going to be hearing lots and lots of talk about donate. Please donate tonight. So again, we really appreciate it, and remember the link is just in the description below. So we've got a couple of minutes before Sky is going to be moving on to her next guest. So we're going to give her a few minutes to go and find them. So while we're waiting, Rolly, is there anything that you want to talk about, or should I just talk about some penguins?
I was going to say, is there time for a riddle, Jordan? I know how much you love riddles.
I do love riddles. I think there is definitely time for a riddle tonight.
All right. Jordan.
Yes, Rolly.
What is worse than a centipede with sore feet?
What is worse than a centipede with one sore leg?
With sore feet.
Sore feet.
Sore feet. However many you like. 100, 98.
I have no clue.
A giraffe with a sore throat. Hey, Jordan, follow up question.
Yeah.
What's worse than a giraffe with a sore throat?
A penguin with a sore beak.
No.
Okay.
Obviously, it's a turtle with claustrophobia.
That's a good one.
I knew I'd get you.
Any more?
Okay, you forced me.
Oh my God.
You forced me into it.
Are you prepared?
Of course I'm prepared.
You came prepared,
Of course I'm prepared.
with riddles. How exciting is that, everyone?
Why is an eye doctor like a teacher?
I don't know.
Because they both test the pupils. I didn't say they were good. I said
No.
prepared.
I mean, I love a good play on words. I love puns. So, are we going to save a few more for
Let's
later?
save a couple more for later.
Okay,
I don't want to blow them all right now.
Don't want to burn through all of Rolly's
Absolutely.
material. Fantastic. All right. So, time to chat about some penguins, Rolly?
Let's chat about some penguins, Jordan.
All right, fantastic. So I mentioned a little bit earlier that, we actually have started this stream slightly earlier than what we normally would. So these little penguins, your Diptylamina, the smallest of the 18 species of penguin in the world, they normally come in, they start crossing the beach just after sunset. Because these penguins are so small, they're not very good at hiding themselves or defending themselves as they waddle across the beach and do what we call their dangerous dash. So they're only a few fun penguin facts. They're around about 33 centimeters or 1 foot tall, so the size of a ruler roughly, and weigh around about 1 kilogram in a normal time of year, although there might be some very fat chunky penguins around at the moment because some of the penguins are going through their annual molt where they have to nearly double their body weight to survive about 2.5 to 3 weeks on land. No food, no fun, no water, no swimming as they lose and replace all of their feathers. So they have to double their body weight so that they don't starve on land while they're doing this process. So if you see some really fat or some really scruffy looking penguins, they are going to be going through their annual molt. But these molting penguins won't be out in the ocean just now. These will probably beat the regular size 1 kilo penguins that are just coming home to do a little bit of feather maintenance, to maybe do some territorial behaviour and do some nest building and things like that. Otherwise, they will be spending a few days or a few weeks out in the big blue ocean, fishing, diving and having all the fun in the world. Now, getting back to why the penguins cross the beach when it gets dark is because at around about in maybe 10 or so minutes time, it's going to get dark enough that the penguins know all the scary predatory birds that would love to snack on them have gone to bed for the night, which means they can cross that open sandy beach or rocky beach that we're seeing in front of us and not get swooped down on by swamp harriers, Pacific gulls, sea eagles, all of those big raptor birds. So that's what they're waiting for it to get dark enough, because these little penguins, the ones that we are eventually going to see cross the beach, are the only ones in the world with blue feathers on their back, so that helps them camouflage when they are in the water, so any predatory birds flying from above can't spot them. So while we're looking out for penguins out in the water, we're looking for kind of like a shadow or a line in the water, and I wonder if I'm just going to zoom in a little bit to see if I can see them. I can see something kind of dark in the water. Come on, camera. Can you focus? It looks like we actually have a few rafts out there at the moment, so they are definitely making their way in, which is very, very exciting. Now, Sky has just come back on the line because she has our next guest, and that is Terry from the CFA, or the Country Fire Authority. So if you just hold on a tick, Sky and Terry, I am going to be bringing you in and unmuting you. So Terry, hello and welcome to Live Penguin TV.
Yeah, hi Jordan, how are you?
Very good, thank you. Thank you so much for coming here tonight. I saw you and your crew out at the front of the Penguin Parade doors with your Good Friday appeal tins, trying to get some donations from people who are walking through the door.
Yeah, absolute pleasure being here today and really appreciate the opportunity to be part of it.
Yeah, wonderful. Again, thank you so much for coming, and I hope people have been quite generous as they were coming in through the door.
Yeah, they have been. It's been fantastic. Been really good. Been out there, plenty of change coming into the tins, and I'm sure that's going to continue over the weekend.
Fantastic. And we are getting lots and lots of donations coming through online as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, Terry, can you tell me, tell us about yourself and what your role is in the CFA?
Yeah, sure, Jordan. Thanks for that. I've been part of the CFA for 20 years. Been down on Phillip Island for about 4 years now. It's a fantastic opportunity to meet the locals, be part of it. Obviously, being a resident down Phillip Island, it's just great. And you make a lot of friends and you get the opportunity to be out and support the environment and the community as we do.
That is absolutely fantastic. Hopefully there's not too many fires out and about, and we're not keeping you away from fighting fires tonight. You are here doing an incredible job helping us raise funds for the Good Friday appeal for the Royal Children's Hospital. So we really, really appreciate that. Now, can you tell us a little bit about what it's like working at the CFA? What can people expect on a day-to-day basis, or what are kind of some of the fun or interesting things that you get to do as part of your role?
Yeah, sure, Jordan. I guess the main thing is community-based. You meet a lot of interesting people, make a lot of good friends. Yes, there is the side of it where you're out doing what you need to do for the community and looking after the community, but it's just a great opportunity to meet people, be part of it, and get the opportunity to also be part of what we're doing tonight with the nature park, spending time out here and, you know, working closely and together with the environment.
Yeah, that's so absolutely fantastic. And of course, we are here on the eve of Good Friday, and you are here helping us to support, raise funds for Good Friday appeal. Can you tell us what the Good Friday appeal means to you? Yeah,
look, this obviously every year it's just great, raising money for the kids. This year in particular, our grandson, 4 months old, spent some time in the Royal Children's Hospital, so more than ever it's touched a bit of a nerve for our family this year. So you don't need anything to really get out there and help raise money for the kids, but it's been more than ever special for us this year.
Oh, that is so, so lovely. And I hope that little one is doing a lot better now. So that's fantastic. And again, this is just like, I'm sure everyone here who is watching has a child or knows someone that's with it or has a child, or you're really close to children out there. So more than ever, it's so important to donate to wonderful charities like the Good Friday Appeal. And again, I can see that clock going up and up and up. So thank you so much for all of the work that you are doing tonight and that you do as your role. And I've got one fun final question for you before we let you go and enjoy the Penguins tonight. What's your plan for the long weekend?
Well, look, it's obviously committed a fair bit to fundraising this weekend. As I said, having the opportunity to be out here and being part of this tonight, it's been fantastic. Tomorrow we've got a tin rattle in Main Street Cows, which will probably go for about 7 or 8 hours. So that'll take up a fair bit of tomorrow, but we're all dedicated, the whole CFA out here at Phillip Island, dedicated to raising as much money as we can for the kids. I dare say that's going to be a huge part of the weekend.
Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. What an absolute champion, everyone. Thank you so much, Terry. So if you are a Phillip Island local, or if you are here down on Phillip Island for the long weekend, please do head down to, it was the Main Street of Cows, is that right?
Absolutely, that's it. You'll see us there.
Excellent. Have your spare change. No FPOS, is that right? All spare change?
No FPOS at the moment, so have some bit of cash and maybe some notes there. It'd be greatly appreciated.
Fantastic. That's the word, everyone. So dig deep, see what's inside your pockets, and hopefully we can help support the Royal Children's Hospital through the Good Friday Appeal. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. Terry, thanks for all of your work, and I'm sure we'll see you around. See you tomorrow.
Good on you, Jordan. Great to be part of it. Thank you very kindly.
Great. Thank you.
Bye.
So, Jordan, Terry mentioned the word community, and Terry actually used to be part of the Nature Parks family. He worked here for quite a few years.
Did he really?
Yes, in our commercial
lovely.
and retail department. Only sort of left us late last year to retire, would you believe? He doesn't look old enough to retire, but he retired, and now he spends most of his time helping out the CFA. But he mentioned community, and I'd really like to recognise the community of viewers that we've got here tonight, the Wattle Watchers and other viewers that have really jumped on and helped achieve a total of $676 already. I just want to shout out a few names: Robin, Jan, Sophie, Belinda, Tim, Felicity, JD, Sally, I don't know if this is Simon or Simon, Angela, Judy, Hannah, and a very generous person who's made multiple donations called Anonymous. I know, really.
Thank you, Anonymous.
So thank you, everyone. Fantastic work.
Amazing. You guys are all so generous and such champs. We really appreciate it. Now, as you can see in front of us just here, we have some feathery little friends who are getting ready to make their way home. So these are the penguins here at the Penguin Parade, the little penguins, and our penguin counter tonight, Sue, will have a pair of binoculars. She'll be trying to count all of them. It looks like there's one penguin at the back who has decided it's a little bit too early, maybe doesn't have enough friends to start crossing the beach just yet, but it looks like these little ones are starting to make their dangerous dash home now. So this is the first of hopefully many groups as they cross the beach. Now we are going to be having one more guest joining us here on Live Penguin TV tonight, and that is Catherine, our CEO. So I'm going to be talking about these penguins as they are crossing the beach just now, but we are then going to take a break and kind of ignore the penguins a little bit while we have a chat to our CEO at the Nature Parks, Catherine Basterfield, and then we will get back to all things penguin. And just a bit of an acknowledgement. Today, we don't really have a time limit, Rolly, which is very exciting, and I wonder if that's why you chose me for this one, because you know I can talk and talk and talk
I'm a bit frightened, Jordan.
We're going to be talking until 3 a.m. when the penguins head back out in the morning. No, I'm joking. We are probably going to be here maybe for another 45, 50 minutes, will depend how many questions we've got coming in, how many donations we're getting, all of that good stuff. So I hope you're all ready for a nice long night, but of course you can tune out whenever you so wish as well, or you can hang out with me and Rolly as we talk all things penguin throughout the Penguin Parade tonight. Now, it looks like these penguins just over here, they have made their way to the rocks. Now, you might have noticed that now they're kind of struggling to get home a little bit. It's a little bit harder for these penguins to go over the rocks compared to going over that open sand. But the penguins, even though you might be thinking, what is she talking about? The penguins are not silly for crossing the rocks over here. Because remember how I mentioned when penguins cross the beach, it's the scariest time of day for the penguins. They're really, really visible when they're on that golden sand. But as soon as they're on those rocks, any predatory birds kind of flying above, it's going to be a lot harder to spot the penguins because of their dark plumage, their dark feathers on their back. So that is why they have jumped over these rocks. It gives them a little bit of extra protection. It makes them feel a little bit more safe. And it looks like, oh my goodness, we have just been surprised by a huge waddle, or a group of penguins. We like to call them a waddle. They've just arrived at the water's edge. It is penguin peak hour traffic. They are putting on a show for everyone here on the Good Friday Appeal Live Penguin TV. So again, the penguins are here. They are being generous for you guys, we hope. Oh, and there's even another group coming off to the left. They are coming home to... That's huge. Oh my God, it keeps going.
Someone's excited.
Somebody's very excited. You just see them kind of jumping. Wow, everyone, that is a huge waddle. And I would almost say that, surely there's got to be over 100 penguins in that.
107, Jordan.
107.
107, in my expert opinion.
In his expert opinion, that is a stack of penguins. And there's that very excited person who keeps on jumping by, and they are, oh my gosh, it's a stampede. It's not even a waddle of penguins, it is a stampede. They are coming home. There is nothing stopping them. So they're putting on a show for you. Let's everyone be generous and donate to the Good Friday Appeal. How very exciting. I just don't even know where to look. How amazing is this? Now, I think very, very shortly we are going to be ready to cross over to Catherine, who is our CEO. But while she's getting ready, I am just going to focus on this insanely massive waddle of penguins as they are crossing the beach. I would almost say that these penguins crossing now is... I remember one night here at the Penguin Parade, there was about 150 penguins that crossed the beach in the whole night. I reckon that's almost a whole night's worth of penguins in our really, really quiet time. So I am super impressed by the numbers that are coming home tonight. My golly goodness. Look at them.
I think I was under, Jordan. I think it's more than 107.
Think it might be more than 107 in your expert opinion?
Well, clearly not so expert opinion.
Look at them all coming home. So I think we might be ready for Catherine to jump on now. Is that right? She's giving me the smile. Alrighty, hold on. Let me just zoom out a touch and I will get you on with us, Catherine. And in fact, let's maybe jump over to the rock so that we can see a nice big group of them. So I will have you with us just in a sec, Catherine. You are coming on live in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome.
Hi, Jordan. How are you?
I am honestly absolutely gobsmacked at the amount of penguins that have been coming up right now. So I have been on leave for about the last 4 weeks, and I was expecting, honestly, some fairly small groups of penguins coming in tonight, but the penguins are 100% putting on a parade for us this evening. They are just starting to climb onto the rocks in front of Penguins Plus, so I'm going to zoom in on them as I chat to you tonight. So you picked a good night to be out here and a great night to be raising money for the Good Friday Appeal. How fantastic. Awesome. Now, I mentioned, Catherine, that you are our CEO here at Phillip Island Nature Parks. This is the first time, I believe, that we've had you with us here on Live Penguin TV. Is that right?
It is. I've managed to avoid it to this point in time. Quite well at that, thanks, Jordan.
You are going to crush it tonight. We have lots of questions prepared for you, maybe some embarrassing ones, so I hope you're prepared for that one. But can you tell everyone, all of our water watchers watching Live Penguin TV tonight, tell us what your role is, what you do as a CEO.
Yeah, I am just about the luckiest person on Phillip Island. I get to look after a huge range of people and people looking after wildlife. So all of our visitor attractions, as well as all of our conservation work, I get to oversee and work with the experts and learn all sorts of different things about our penguins as well as our other amazing wildlife.
That's awesome. Okay, well, on that point, Catherine, what is the most interesting thing that you've learned about penguins? off the top of your head? So I know we didn't brief you with this question, so I hope I'm not catching you too much off guard.
Catherine, you know she's just angling to talk about penguin poo, all right? Don't go down the penguin poo path.
Do it. Talk about poo.
No, I'm definitely not heading down that direction, thanks.
That's
Jordan,
right, we'll talk about it later.
I think the most amazing thing that I've learned about penguins is their ability just to swim and be out at sea for so long without coming ashore. Just 2 or 3 weeks out there swimming and feeding and resting is probably one of the most amazing features, I reckon, of penguins, and their ability to dive amazingly deep and go after their prey. So I get to learn lots of interesting little facts about penguins along the way. Probably not as many as you though, Jordan.
Well, you actually used to work here at the Penguin Parade at night, didn't you, as a ranger? Was that right? Did you? Or am I getting that wrong?
No, I wasn't a ranger. I did used to spend much more time at the Penguin Parade though when I was operations manager, and I still love getting out here and working at the Penguin Parade now and again, and I'm looking forward to my next shift on Saturday night.
Oh, it's going to be a busy one here on the long weekend for sure. Wonderful. So, of course, we are here as a conservation organisation. Can you tell everyone here about some of the things that you're most proud of about Phillip Island Nature Parks and the things that we do to protect nature for wildlife?
There are so many amazing things that have been done at this organisation and at this place on Phillip Island. We've got an amazing history, and supported by the state government, have brought back a town on the Summerland Peninsula to protect penguins and to look after their habitat and look after the other wildlife in that habitat as well. So that's been a project that's taken 30 years to achieve, but something that our team have been integral in achieving, and thanks to that we were able to release bandicoots, eastern barred bandicoots, onto the same patch of grass on the peninsula that's no longer a town. So many amazing things to be proud of here.
Absolutely. So for everyone watching at home, if you haven't heard of a bandicoot before, it's a small little Australian marsupial. So kind of looks like, what would you say, Catherine? Kind of a small rabbit with a pointy nose and a long skinny tail. And what is... Yeah?
I think you're being generous with rabbit. I would say more like a rat.
Cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase. People often see the bandicoots and go, is that a rat? But what is the most distinguishing feature about our bandicoots here on Phillip Island, Catherine?
They've got some stripes on their bum, which makes them really stand out from the regular rats. And they also bounce and jump around like rabbits, much more so than any other small rat-like marsupial.
So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll actually even be able to see a bandicoot here on Live Penguin TV tonight. I know we definitely have in the past, so fingers crossed for that. But if you come and join us here at the Penguin Parade, you will be more likely to see one in person. They have done really, really well. There seems to be bandicoots absolutely everywhere here in the Penguin Parade now, which is fantastic, helping to bring back a species from the brink of extinction, which is amazing. And now, Catherine, for the reason we are here tonight, of course, tomorrow is Good Friday and we are raising money for the Good Friday Appeal. Can you tell us, well, I'm asking everyone this question, what the Good Friday Appeal means to you and for the community here?
Yeah, the Royal Children's Hospital is such an incredible asset to the whole of Victorian community. It's an amazing place full of amazing people that care for our most vulnerable little people in our state, and there's probably not a family that hasn't been touched by the work that they've done with sick kids for so many years. For me personally, my son spent a little bit of time at the Royal Children's Hospital. He's 10 now, but when he was 3, had a head injury and spent some time there, and really their care and their amazing work was just so special to us and our family at that time, and obviously really important for us to keep remembering that and keep on giving to the great work they do.
Yeah, Absolutely, Catherine. And now Rolly he's just over here to my right. He has been keeping an eye on the donations that have been just coming on in. So Rolly, do we have a bit of an update to tell Catherine?
We do. We're up to an amazing $852, pardon me, that we've raised since the start of the live stream, which is absolutely fantastic, something we should all be very proud of. And thank you so much to the viewers out there tonight. It's been just terrific, and keep it coming. Let's crack a grand. Let's crack a grand.
Absolutely. Isn't that fantastic news, Catherine?
Brilliant. And just encourage everyone to dig deep. It's such a good cause, and whether it's here or somewhere else over the weekend, just help the kids.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Now, of course, we are looking at, there have been stacks and stacks of penguins coming in. I think it was just all in that one big group now. Can I get you to share a funny penguin story with us while we have you here on the air, as we watch these beautiful little guys in front of Penguins Plus, preening away and having a grand old time?
Oh, yeah, they're such funny little creatures, aren't they? And they're such creatures of habit. I was talking to Pablo, one of our cleaners here, just yesterday.
Pablo.
And he was telling me about one little critter that he keeps finding every morning when he comes in, breaks into the area that they're not supposed to be able to access at the back of the building, and finding them in the little little nest-looking wiper that you wipe your boots with before you come in the door.
Oh, to get the mud off?
Yeah. Little penguin thinks he's found a new home in the little mud wiping, boot wiping nest at the back door here at the Penguin. So Pablo's taken it on himself to find that little critter a home, and hope that he keeps going back there. But just the fact that they're so habitual and they love getting to one particular place, and they'll do anything to get there. So this one is in love with his new boot home. And we're working hard to get him out.
Oh my God, penguins, they love their routine, don't they? That's so funny. Everyone, I hadn't heard that question. We are constantly flabbergasted by the antics of these wonderful little penguins that call Phillip Island home. Now, Catherine, before we let you go to enjoy the rest of the night here at the Penguin Parade, I asked Terry from the CFA last night. Now, I know a little bit what you're going to be doing on, Saturday night, but what are your plans for the long weekend?
Oh, what are my plans? Just a little bit of time, obviously, here on tomorrow night and at Churchill Island over the weekend as well. A little bit of work, but also a little bit of family time too. So I've got some extended family catch up on Sunday, which will be absolutely awesome.
Fantastic. Well, I hope you get to enjoy at least some of the long weekend. You're not working out of all the time like you are on Saturday night.
Thanks, Jordan.
Now, before I let you go, is there anything else that you wanted to say to our Water Watchers, to our audience here on Live Penguin TV before I let you go?
Just that it's nice to have you back. It's been a little while for our live stream, and welcome back, and it's great to be here for the first time.
That's it. I'm sure we'll manage to get you on future live streams, Catherine. I'm sure you're very excited and looking forward to it.
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much for joining us, Catherine, and again, enjoy your night. All right, very good. So I think at the moment that is our last special guest for our live stream, and the remainder of the night, Sky, our roaming or ranging ranger Sky, is going to be popping in at different areas of the Penguin Parade and reporting in on what is going on. I think she's going to be down on Penguins Plus, she's going to be down in the underground viewing area, she's going to be over on the general viewing stands and chatting to us all things about Penguin, because we all love Ranger Sky. We're going to have her on this live stream as much as we can. So now let's have a look. Now I guess we get to have a little bit more fun talking about penguins as those wonderful donations keep on coming in, as I'm sure they are, Rolly.
I think you're forgetting something there, Jordan.
What am I forgetting?
Time for another riddle.
Of course it is time for another riddle.
Jordan.
Roland.
If you don't feel well, what might you have?
Okay, so I'm assuming... because we're at the Penguin Parade, seasickness?
You're overthinking it, Jordan.
Okay.
What you might have, if you don't feel well, is a pair of gloves on your hands.
What?
Because you can't feel well. Oh, geez.
Oh, I get it.
All right, I'm crossing that one out. Bad.
I was thinking like a well of water. I was like, what? Is this some reference I don't understand?
All right.
Got it.
Next one. Okay. Why did the germ cross the microscope?
No idea, Roland.
To get to the other slide. So you're a scientist. You like that.
Woohoo! I do. That is a good one. Fantastic, Rolly. I can literally just see a list of riddles that he has over here. I'm just going to pan away from the penguins that are chilling out on the resting rocks over here. Doesn't look like we have much action over the beach just yet. Note that. Oh, no. I think I might see a few little penguin bodies that have just washed up to the edge of the water over here. It's getting a little bit dark and we have a fairly low tide over here, so I'm going to zoom in on them and hopefully we can get a good little view. That is a nice solid waddle of penguins. Hopefully they are going to be feeling very brave and start to waddle across the beach so we can get a better look at them. And I actually haven't switched over to our Penguin Highway camera just yet. So we aren't able to talk to our guests on that camera, which is why I haven't switched over to it just now. But at the next group of penguins, I'm going to try my best, as long as we're not talking to Sky, try my best to flick over to the highway camera. But it looks like we've got a nice little waddle of penguins coming over. And what do you reckon, Rolly? I'm going to say 46. Nope, that's too much. I'm going to say 42 penguins.
Well, I was about to say 46. So you were going to say 46. I'm going to say 46.
You know what? Maybe it is 46. I should have just gone with my gut.
You should have gone with your gut.
Well, we've got fairly similar numbers. We could totally be penguin counters, couldn't we, Rolly?
Hey, you know what other numbers I'm really good with, Jordan?
Tell me, Rolly.
Donation numbers.
Excellent. That's what we want to hear.
So close to $1,000. We're up to $967. Would you believe?
$967. That is amazing, everyone. Thank you so much.
And I would like to thank Alison, Lisa, Catherine, Jenny, Carney, Diane, Jeff, and Maury. Thank you very much for your recent donations, and we are so close to that 1,000. Thank you ever so much.
Guys, we are nearly there. I reckon we can crack $1,000 tonight. I was almost going to say crack 1,000 penguins because I was just watching these penguins. We might crack 1,000 penguins with our penguin count tonight, but here our beautiful little wonders are. And there's a few little chunky waddly ones. It looks like there's a few that might have some food stored in this area because they've got, again, those beautiful double chins, which is super duper exciting. And in fact, Rolly was just telling me an incredible story about something that's really, really rare for this time of year. So, Rolly, slide back in and tell me the story of what you said just before we went live.
I'd love to share that story. So I was actually out in the colony yesterday with Dr. Andre Chiaradia, who some of you might remember from one of our live streams a while back. And we were looking at some of the penguin boxes down the eastern end of East Stand.
Mortgage-free penguin homes, you might say.
Seriously, 20 metres from the dune face, prime real estate. And he opened a burrow which is just outside the normal study site, and he just about fainted when there were 2 penguin chicks still in the burrow, looking like they were only about 2 or 3 days from fledging, still had a little bit of brown around their flippers and just a little bit on the back of their necks. And he said he had to run back to the office to check his records to see if there had ever been penguins recorded in the colony that late in the season. Because he said, unheard of, to be there still on the 31st of March and assuming they'd still be here today, the 1st of April, he didn't think there'd ever been chicks in the colony as late as the 1st of April. Pretty amazing.
That is absolutely wild. So the penguins, like if you have been watching us here on Live Penguin TV, we've had a really, really good breeding season. A lot of the penguins started breeding really early in kind of middle to late winter last year. They laid their eggs, and because they started so early, these beautiful little guys, quite a lot of them, actually had a second clutch. So they laid 2 eggs, they raised them after they hatched for about 7 to 8 weeks, up to 11 weeks, some of those very, very special little chickies. Look at them as they waddle along on their way home, and boot them out of the burrow. And because some of them started so early, they were able to go for round 2. They were able to have that second clutch, which is absolutely phenomenal. And to have chicks still in the colony, well and truly into autumn. I was fully gobsmacked, and we are getting tons of I reckon, tonight you might be a little bit closer with your Penguin Lotto guess.
Well, of course. I told you, I'm an expert.
You are an expert, of course. I would never doubt you, Roland.
What did I say again?
What did you say? Waddle watches?
1,225. I'm going to write it down now so I don't forget.
Are you sure that's what you said, or are you making things up?
I'm
you
sure?
Sure?
Ask the Waddle Watchers. They will have paid attention.
Of course they would have. We have some very our Waddle Watchers pay attention. We know you know all of it.
We get away with nothing.
We get away with nothing. Oh, fantastic. Alrighty. Well, it looks like we have another little waddle starting to cross the beach. Oh, now one thing I actually haven't mentioned is that if you have any questions or anything you would like to know tonight here on Live Penguin TV, in the comments of Facebook or YouTube, please let us know. We love answering all of your questions here on Live Penguin TV. Otherwise, it will just be Rolly and I going blah, 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 penguins, 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 all night long.
Am I supposed to be looking at the questions, Jordan? I've been a bit...
You've been a bit distracted. That's okay. Rolly...
Sorry if anyone's asked any questions. I've been completely ignoring you. I've just been looking at the money.
Well, we are all about the money. Again, we are going to be saying this all night, everyone. Please do dig deep in those pockets. I think we are super duper close to cracking that $1,000. When... I'm not even going to say if, I'm going to say when that happens, Rolly is going to roll in. Didn't even prepare that one earlier. And let us know, because you guys are blowing us away. That is fantastic. Looks like there's a few little penguins on the beach. They are not rushing at all anymore. Let us jump up. I did see some penguins on the Penguin Highway. Where have they gone? Let's scoot over this way and see their wiggly waddly bottoms as they head up the Penguin Highway. Now, Rolly, I don't think I've explained... Oh, there they are. I don't think I've explained what the Penguin Highway is to our viewers. If this is your first time watching Live Penguin TV, all of our penguins here have their very own address. They know the shortcuts, they know the special pathways that it takes for them to get home, and the Penguin Highway is one of the most popular routes. That's where they fast track their way home. You can see they are on a mission, those little wiggly, as I said, wiggly waddly bottoms. As they head up the highway, they know what the exit to their highway is. They know their little residential street, their driveway, to be able to get home. So the penguins are kind of going top speed on this highway, but as it starts to get darker and darker, the penguins are going to feel safer and safer as they start making their way home, because they know there's no predators out when it gets nice and dark.
All right, that's enough highway talk. We have cracked the 1,000.
Yes!
$1,134. Thank you so much, everybody. And there might be a couple of familiar names here that I want to shout out to. We've got Megan, Danielle, and Ranger Jordan. So you got some friends out there donating on your behalf, Jordan.
Good. Thank you, guys. I've got some good friends.
and Rachel. So we're up to 1,134. Awesome work, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. That is just fantastic. You don't have to stop. Just let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
We got there.
Keep it going.
Keep going.
Amazing, guys. All right. Well, Rolly, I reckon we've probably at least got another 20 or 30 minutes left of this live stream tonight. What do we reckon our goal? What do we want our goal to be for the night?
Well, wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't it be nice?
It be nice? Look, well, I mean, I don't know. I said 1,225 penguins. Should we get $1,225?
Yeah.
Surely we could aim for that at least.
I reckon
we're so close.
We are so...
$90 away.
Easy. Pocket change for you guys.
So have I undersold it? Are we going 1,500, Jordan? Is that what you're saying?
I don't want to...
I don't want to seem greedy. That's the thing, because they've been so generous. But hey, if there's anyone out there that hasn't donated yet and has got a spare $5, $10, it doesn't have to be a big one.
Doesn't have to be a big one. Let us dig deep. And thank you to all my friends who have donated on my behalf. You guys are the real MVPs. I have such wonderful friends and family. Alrighty, looks like we have a few penguins still hanging out on the resting rocks. They are doing some penguin yoga. They are preening themselves, getting rid of all that stress as they, their hearts would have been pumping, the adrenaline's going, pumping through their veins as they crossed that open sandy beach, that really dangerous dash that they do at the end of the night when they make their way home. And now it is their time to relax, recuperate, also to chill out, because when penguins are out in the ocean, they are usually foraging alone, so they don't get to socialize when they are out at sea. And when they come home, that's when they get to say g'day to their friends, to their families, although we don't actually know if they have friends, penguins, to my knowledge. I don't think there's been any studies done on that. That's just me completely making it up.
It's something I've often thought about, do they actually have friends, or just, neighbours? There's a song in that. There's actually probably a TV show in that, when good neighbours become good friends. Barry Crocker, eat your heart out. I tell you what, I'm onto something here.
If anyone would like to sponsor a study into penguin friendships, that would be fantastic. That is something that I personally do not know the answer to, and I think would be an incredibly interesting scientific study. So let's get that going. But we're not going to be asking for that money tonight. What we would like to ask of you tonight, if you are, again, if you have some money to spare, to go into the link of our description to donate to the Good Friday Appeal. Of course, we are here for the kids tonight at the Royal Children's Hospital. We want to help support them and the amazing work that the team at the Royal Children's Hospital do.
We've already crushed my target, George. We've gone past $1,225. We're up at $1,228. Thank you to Viv, Jocelyn and Anthea for their more recent donations. Thank you. And Anonymous again.
And Anonymous. Anonymous is back. Guys, I'm going to keep gushing over you because that is just fantastic. So, is the next target going to be 1,500?
Well, it's got to be 15 now, doesn't it? Anything less than
We've
that
got what? Just under $250?
Yep.
Again, $5, $10, every little bit counts. That is just absolutely fantastic, everyone. Amazing, amazing work. Okie dokie. Let us have a look at these penguins hanging out on the rocks. There's one penguin that looks like he might be going the other way. What are you doing? Surely you are not a shell gritter. What are you doing? Are you just going to go say hello to these friends just over here? I think we might be ready to have Ranger Sky joining us from the Penguins Plus stand. So let me just bring her into view. I think she is ready to go. Alrighty, Sky, can you hear us? We can see you.
Hello, Jordan. How are you?
Very good. Now, are you on the top of the Penguins Plus stand right now?
I sure am, Jordan. So I'm standing here at Penguins Plus, and behind me, there's a waddle of penguins just coming in now.
Fantastic. Now, Sky, I'm actually going to direct the camera towards you. I'm going to try and find you on the stand. Oh, yep, there you are. Can you give us a bit of a dance and a bit of a... Everyone, if you just keep the donations coming if you would like to see Ranger Sky. Oh, my God.
I did sign up for this, Jordan.
You absolutely did. Amazing work, Sky. We might have to cross to some of your beautiful dancing in a second. Now I'm going to be going away from you and checking out the penguins hanging out on the beach, because we can see your beautiful face just above mine. There we are. Oh, yep, I've spotted them just over here right now. Fantastic. What's it like out there at the moment, Sky? Tell us.
It's really great to be out on the boardwalks. I've seen lots of molting penguins. In fact, right off to the side of me here, I'm looking at two very grumpy, stocky-looking molting penguins who are, looking a bit unhappy. They look like mid-molt. So I'm really enjoying seeing. I haven't been out here for a while, so it's really exciting to see that. Now,
Sky, do you reckon we'd be able to see said penguins from this camera, or is it going to be a little bit tough?
Yeah, I reckon. So it's one of the burrows that's in the study site.
Yeah.
Yep, and it just I can't see what number it is though. 200 and something. Yeah, it's one of the first ones near that main penguin path.
All right, I can say, I think, are they kind of standing out the entranceway of the burrow?
Yeah.
Let
From
me
here, are
zoom
they
in on
grumpy
them.
molting penguins?
Pardon?
Are they grumpy molting penguins?
I think you have absolutely hit the nail on the head. Oh, you poor little darlings. Look how scruffy they are. Okay, you can see that the tops of their heads have the beautiful brand new plumage coming through, but their bodies are just really kind of puffed out. That's their old feathers getting pushed out of their skin. It's hot, it's itchy, they're grumpy, no food. Oh, you poor little guys. And I'd say they probably have another week and a half to 2 weeks to go. What do you reckon, Sky?
Yeah, I'm actually really glad because I hadn't looked that closely. So when you said, can we spot them? I was like, oh, I hope you can see them. I hope they actually are. I thought, I hope they're not, because sometimes I find that the chicks, when they're really fluffy, from a distance, sometimes look a little bit like a molting penguin because it's that sort of brown, icky kind of, I shouldn't say the chicks look a bit icky feathers, but you know.
Well, they can be icky when they're covered in poo, which they usually are.
Yep, so I'm glad I told the truth.
Well, yeah, I would be, look, even though, I'm not sure if you heard, Sky, but there are actually still some penguin chicks in the colony.
Yes, I got told that. Isn't that exciting?
That is absolutely amazing, but generally at this, pardon?
We're in April.
We are in April. It's not an April Fool's joke, everyone. Oh, look at this one just shaking his little tail feather. It's not an April Fool's joke, but around about this time of year, I guess you'd probably be 99% sure that the kind of fluffy penguin that you're looking at would be more likely to be a molting penguin rather than a chick. Oh, but
exactly right.
Look at them. Now, Sky, can you tell me, what does it smell like out there? What are some of the sounds that you can hear?
Oh, so it stinks. I've got to say, I've got a really pronounced sense of smell at the moment, and it stinks. Absolutely stinks. I'm not enjoying it at all. It smells like fish. And
yummy.
but not like nice fish, like fish that's been through some intestines, George.
Wait, are you saying penguin poo, Sky?
Look, I am saying penguin poo, Jordan. I'm suggesting that it might smell a little bit like penguin poo out here.
My favourite.
And it's just really pungent. As soon as you walk out the doors, you're like, yep, there's penguins around here. And the noises, it sounds like a busy night. Do you think we've had many penguins? I've been running around getting all of our guests together. Have we had a lot of penguins, do you think?
I reckon, honestly, that first waddle that came across the beach was absolutely phenomenal, especially for this time of year. That we originally thought it'd be about 107, didn't we, Rolly?
We did.
And then
we upped our game.
Then we upped it.
Mm-hmm.
So I reckon we are hopefully on track to beat last night's count of 900
and 78.
And 78. So fingers crossed, great penguin numbers tonight.
And do we have more donations than we had penguins last night? Have we got more than $978?
Sky, I'm just going to roll in here and give everyone an update.
Oh my God, I've just seen the number.
It has been fantastic. We've cracked 1,500. We've blown that out of the water. You've blown that out of the water, folks. $1,561 we are up to, which is just sensational. And I would like to say a quick thank you to Linda and Narelle and Caleb and Kelly and Helene and Leanne and Margie and Ree and Anonymous again.
Anonymous is back.
Thanks so much, everybody.
That
fantastic. Yeah, I really want to see more dollars than penguins.
More, Sky. Look, unless we're going to get more than 1,500 penguins. We might, but I think
$2 per penguin. $2 per penguin.
What was that? Sky Rolly was chatting in my ear.
I was just saying I challenged the penguins to really get behind the Royal Children's Hospital tonight and come up with growth, so our audience has to try and double the amount of penguins in dollars raised.
That is exactly what Rolly just said. You and him are on the same wavelength. We're saying $2 per penguin, everyone. So yeah. I reckon we can get there for sure. Alrighty, so I think you are going to be... hold the phone. I have just spotted an eastern barred bandicoot. I think right near where those penguins are. It's kind of the nest box just above... Or is that a rabbit? Oh, wait, hang on.
I'm looking.
Wait. It's a rabbit. Never mind. False alarm. We are going to go back to them. I was going to say, that is too good to be true. Let us go back to these penguins. So fingers crossed, we'll see if we can try and find a bandicoot. Now, Sky, I think you are going to be crossing over to us from different areas of the parade tonight. So should we let you go and rejoin you at the next spot?
Yeah, I reckon I'll head to my next location and I'll see. Look, whenever you're ready, whenever I'm ready.
Whenever you're ready, whenever I'm ready. Sounds like a plan. Alrighty, we'll see you soon and hear from you soon, Sky. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Now, let us jump back to see what is happening in Penguin Land and see these guys. Oh, we've got a few of them heading up the hill. Changed my mind. I was going to go back to the beach, but let us maybe follow the penguins that are heading up what must be Mount Penguin Everest for these little ones, because some of these penguins have to climb up rocks, cliff faces, climb over vegetation and go nearly 2 kilometers home, which is a long way for a human. Imagine having teeny tiny little penguin legs that don't bend like you and I. Imagine having to do that all the way home after a long day, few days or a few weeks out in the ocean, because these wonderful little penguins that you might remember our CEO Catherine saying they can spend up to about 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks out in the ocean at a time. So, and I've just spotted a wallaby up on the hill as well. We've got a penguin neighbour. I'm sorry, the lighting isn't super great up here, so I'm not sure how clear the picture's going to be, but let's zoom in and we can watch and see what the penguins and the wallaby think of each other. Oh yeah, howdy neighbour. Could not give a hoot. These penguins, they kind of bypass the wallaby just a little bit. But the wallaby that you can see over here is just having a bit of a munch on some of the lush green grass that we have. And we've had lots of rain over the last couple of days and the last couple of weeks. We've had a beautiful sunny day. So all the plants are photosynthesizing. They're nice and lush. They're nice and green. So wallabies, possums, and all our other herbivores, such as Cape Barren geese as well, are having an absolute feast at the moment. Now, I might jump back to the beach because we haven't seen what's been happening over at the penguins crossing the beach out in front of Penguins Plus in a while. We go, there's another wallaby. Yeah, you can see they're around. Now, the penguins are pescatarian. They only eat seafood. The wallabies are herbivores, so they only eat green things. They're very, very happy neighbours, these ones over here.
So, Jordan, while you're panning, we did miss a trick. When, of course, we saw the rabbit, because, of course, we look at rabbits and we see pests. But the Wattle Watchers have pulled us up on it. It was the Easter Bunny.
Oh!
Seriously, I can't believe we missed that. It was the Easter Bunny.
It was the Easter Bunny. Of course it was, everyone. Fantastic. But sometimes I think the Easter Bunny wants to keep his or her identity anonymous, maybe like our anonymous donator who has done a wonderful job at making lots of donations to the Good Friday appeal. So thank you, Easter Bunny, that we are now going to be saying that is who anonymous is. How fantastic. Looks like we have a few more little waddly friends crossing the beach, but as you can see now, the penguins aren't quite in as much of a hurry. They are just hanging out. The threat of any predatory birds has gone, and they can just relax as they cross the beach. Now I'm going to flick over to the Penguin Highway because it looks like we have a lovely little waddle rounding the corner, and here they go. I love this camera because this is where we get to see the penguins' own little kind of unique personality in the way they waddle. You can see, something scared them. Some of them waddle a little bit extra, some of them are a little bit chunkier than others, some kind of lean really far forward, others are kind of really upright. Where have you gone, penguins? You are going way too quick for me. Look at this one at the back, his tail is right up. That's a very proud looking penguin. I want to see if I can zoom in on that penguin's bottom. You see how high his little tail is compared to everyone else? That must be one fancy little penguin. How hilarious. We wouldn't have been able to see that if it wasn't for this camera as it gets to be turned around. How fantastic is that? Let's wish these penguins all the luck in the world as they motor on through the Penguin Highway. Hopefully they don't have too much of a journey to get home. But these penguins are tough. Right now, because most of them probably don't have chicks, they can kind of have a leisurely stroll home. It's not the breeding season, so they don't need to get home quite as quickly as everyone else.
So, Jordan, I do have one question that I've actually looked at.
Oh, you've been looking at the questions?
I have been looking at the questions, yes.
Fabulous.
I have chosen one, and this is very appropriate, I would have thought. The question is this a record for the longest Jordan has talked without a full-blown poo story? Now, there have been 3 opportunities, Jordan, tonight, and I'm amazed, as are our viewers, that you haven't actually taken the opportunity to give us a big old poo story. Because I know you're busting for it.
Busting? Is that...
See what I did there?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, of course, everyone who has watched live Penguin TV before with me as the host, you know I love talking about penguin poo and all the poo stories. Now, I have been given a strict itinerary tonight to follow all of these things that I need to hit. So there, of course, every single time we have talked about penguin poo, I have been busting, as you say, to talk about it, but I have had self-control. I've been waiting for the appropriate moment because I don't want to interrupt the flow. Of course, I wouldn't dare.
Interrupt the flow.
I didn't even mean that.
See, you're a natural.
Natural. Thank you. I must say, I am sad to say, I don't think I really have any new poo stories. Again, I have been on leave for the last 4.5 weeks, so I don't have any fresh poo stories except for the ones that I have told you probably already on live Penguin TV. So just in line with what Sky was saying out on the top of Penguins Plus stand before, she was saying that there is lots of poo around, so you can smell it. It smells kind of like partially rotten fish, and you are smelling things like digested pilchards, anchovies, squid, salps, they're kind of like sea jellies, and all kinds of wonderful things. And one thing I will say about penguin poo is the most exciting thing about penguin, there's lots of exciting things about penguin poo. Also, I want to preface this story as well. Megan and I, who is another live stream ranger, we helped Andre, who is our marine biologist here at Phillip Island Nature Parks, we helped him collect poo samples at different stages during the breeding season. So that's how I kind of got onto the topic of poo. And when you do get to collect the poo, you put it in a little vial and there's some alcohol or some ethanol in there. You shake it up, and if they've been eating some fish, when you shake it, it starts to sparkle because of all the little scales that are in there, which is absolutely fantastic. But never you mind, Rolly, and all our water watchers out there. I can talk about penguin poo until the penguins come home. Now, that is a nice segue into Sky, who is in our underground viewing area, and I'm just going to get her on the line right now. So hold on a tick, Sky. You are with me right now, and actually, you're looking a little bit dark. Where are you?
So I'm just in the underground, and you'll have to let me know if you can't hear me very well, because it's got a little bit noisy all of a sudden. It was really quiet before, it's just got noisy. So is it too noisy? Do I need to come back later?
You have a beautiful, loud, booming voice, Sky. We can hear you perfectly.
I'm embarrassingly known for my loud, booming voice, Joy.
Yes, you are. I will say that when we were testing out some of this setup before, the first time I heard Sky talk through my speakers, I was like, oh my goodness, she is so loud.
Classic Sky.
Wonderful. All right, so tell us about being down in the underground viewing area this evening, Sky. What can you see? What's happening down there?
Okay, so I'm in the underground. Mm-hmm. And this is, as it sounds, it is an underground area, so that's why I look a bit doomy and gloomy.
Yes, wonderful.
And it makes it so that you are eye level with the penguins as they walk on past.
Wonderful.
So I'm literally standing, if a penguin was walking past right now, they would be about a metre away from my face.
How fantastic. Well, Sky, as we're chatting away, if you do see any penguins coming by, maybe you can flick your camera so that people can... Oh, I can see the screen behind you. Yep, there we go. Give us a view so I can see what is going on.
All right, I'll flick my camera and we'll see what we can get.
Excellent. Fantastic. So yeah, just again, describe what you're seeing. So you are at the moment... So you know when we flick to our... highway camera. So you're probably, can you see it?
I'll come right up to it. So I'm walking along now.
So this is the little penguin highway. We are up eye level where you can see the penguins. Oh, yep, there it is. Fantastic. That is the famous camera that we can see literally just above her now. But unfortunately, we can't flick to it and try and kind of zoom in on her because then Sky is going to disappear. But that is totally fine. Now, Sky, can you see any penguins?
I can't see any penguins at the moment, but I can see a Leah and an Anne and a T, so I'll get them to give you a little wave.
Hello again, everyone, and hey, Ranger T. Lovely bunny rabbit ears that you've got just there.
And we've also got Ranger Tom here too.
Hey Tom, there's another familiar face. We have the live stream team everywhere tonight. How good is this? Good work, everyone.
Yeah, but I don't want to take up too much of their time anymore. I want them to be able to enjoy the penguins. So I'm going to keep looking for more penguins for us.
Excellent. Let's go find some penguins. We've just had a nice big group starting to cross the beach now. And in fact, there is a TV in the underground viewing area, which I'm controlling the footage right now. So you can probably see the penguins crossing the beach just like everyone else can from home.
Oh, yeah, it's just gone off. It's gone black, and I'm not exactly sure why, Jordan. There is a little penguin underneath the platform there. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, yep, I can definitely see it. There we go. Hello, little friend.
Hey, friend.
Hey,
And
friend.
hopefully this group will come along pretty soon.
Excellent. So, yeah, we are getting some really, really good numbers now. And I think, Sky, while we have you on the phone, Rolly, let's have a bit of an update as to how many donations or how much we have raised so far.
We are up to $1,730. Amazing amount. I know, 1,730, and I would like to say a special thank you to Kathy, Huck, Malia and Ev, and also Aaron, and a special little note from Aaron saying that their family, they've got a 3 and a 5-year-old little kids and they love the penguins. So thank you very much, Aaron and family.
Thanks, Aaron and fam. That is fantastic. You guys are being so generous tonight. Sky, I don't think we expected it to be, I think we probably hoped it would be this successful, but you guys are amazing. Blown us out of the water, just like the penguins are getting blown out of the water as they come home to the penguin parade just now.
I've just got a penguin coming past.
Excellent. Let's have oh, hello. Yep, there we go. So right at eye level, we have a beautiful, oh, there's another one.
They'll be rounding the corner to you very shortly now.
Excellent. Can't wait. Oh, yep, there they are again. So this is actually a two-way glass, so the penguins can see you, but they just think, oh yeah, there's that big weird-looking penguin, Sky, that's that joins all the groups that are there every single night. They don't mind as long as you don't make too much noise or tap on the glass. They might occasionally stop and have a little bit of a look at you, but otherwise they don't really mind whatsoever. Now, you reckon we've got another group rounding the corner soon, Sky? Oh, there's a penguin that just flopped over right on the main screen there. That was a little bit funny.
I think it was just those two that should have come past you on the highway just then, I would imagine.
All right, awesome. Do you have one more location you wanted to join us from, Sky, or is this all for tonight?
Oh, look, if you'll have me, I might head, you know what I might do? I'm going to see if I can sneak into the skybox.
Ooh, great idea. The elusive skybox, which is where, Sky?
In the middle of the two main stands.
And what do we do in the skybox?
That is where we count the penguins, Jordan. So
Excellent.
I might be a little bit sneaky. I think it's Sue counting tonight. I might be sneaky and go in and distract her and be just a general pain. And see if I can cross to you from the skybox. How does that sound?
Amazing. Let's do it, Sky.
All right. I'll see you guys in. How much longer do we have? 5 minutes or so?
I have no idea. You better run.
Okay, I'll run. Okay.
All right.
See
Bye,
you soon.
Sky. See ya.
Bye.
Okay. I hope Sky has her running shoes on because I reckon we are probably going to be fairly close to the end of the count, Rolly.
We've got to be close. I have no idea what time they started. I think it was around 7:50, 7:55.
7:50.
It's now 8:44. I reckon Sky's got about 37 seconds to get to the skybox from underground.
Sky in the skybox. Let's hopefully make it happen. So as you mentioned, we have the wonderful Sue counting penguins there tonight. She is an absolute darling and someone that you will know and love from Live Penguin TV. She has been a producer sitting on the side of our wonderful live stream host. I don't think I've had a chance to work with her on the live stream as yet, but we will get to, hopefully, fingers crossed, see her in the skybox. She won't mind having a little bit of a chat to us and showing us how we count penguins in the skybox, which will be super fun and interesting for all of our wonderful guests. Now, again, these penguins are heading up on the highway. Oh, it looks like they're kind of stopping to have a little bit of a... Oh, there is one that has really stopped for a bit of a break, flopped on its belly, in absolutely no hurry to get home. I wonder if you are a pre-molter. Oh, it looks like we're starting to get back up again. Doesn't want to hang around at the back. Doesn't want to stray too far from the wattle. So off we go again. Alrighty, maybe let's jump back onto the main screen now. Rolly, I know you have been very, very busy keeping an eye on the donations and things like that. Have we had any more questions, or do we have some time for any more riddles?
Well, a little bit of both.
A little bit of both, excellent.
Actually, yes. So, good question here.
Uh-huh.
How come the penguin count is capped at the time that it is capped?
How come it's capped at the 50-minute mark?
50 minutes, absolutely.
Great question. So, this penguin... Come on, camera. You can do it. I know there is one lone little penguin out there. Where are you? You turn your back to us. Oh no, there's a few out there maybe. Yeah, there you are. All right, we can have a bit of a look at these guys for a little while. So the penguin count was actually first started by the Penguin Study Group in 1968. And it's part of one of the longest running penguin surveys in the world, which is fantastic. And I'm honestly not too sure why originally in the study they decided on 50 minutes, not an hour, not 45 minutes, but for whatever reason they only counted penguins for 50 minutes. One of the reasons might be because I know that in that time we usually get about 80, 85, 90% of the penguins coming in at that time because it can take up to 3 hours for penguins to make their way home. And we don't want to have people out in the colony counting penguins and disturbing natural penguin behaviour past that certain time. So we wanted to count the penguins for as many penguins as we could over a short amount of time. So I would say that's why they chose around about the 50-minute mark. Again, I can't tell you exactly why it would be bang on 50 minutes, but for whatever reason, that is what they decided. Now, I've just got word from Sky that she's in the Sky is in the skybox, so I'm going to be with you again in the skybox where we count penguins, and I reckon we might be lucky enough to see Ranger Sue in action. So let's bring Sky back, everyone. There she is. We can hear you.
Hi, everyone. Oh, I'm pumped from running all the way from the underground to up here, and I just heard that we just finished the count. So I missed my chance to distract Sue as she was counting, but I think I've probably done better than distracting her from the tough job of counting penguins. And I'm actually in the skybox here with not only Ranger Sue, but also Ranger Stephen.
Hey, Stephen. Oh, and hey, Sue. How we doing?
So Sue's just adding up the numbers now.
Ooh, I wonder if we might be able to get a live number of how many penguins cross the beach while we are with you in the skybox, Sky. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're not going to disturb Sue too much. So tell us a little bit, what's happening in the skybox? What is it?
Very, very quiet and being of no issue to anybody.
Lies. Fabulous. Tell us what's happening in the skybox. What can you see? Talk to me.
Okay, so I'll change my camera view again and I'll see if I can show you, but it's probably just going to be a reflection. So this is the skybox here, and if we look out, you can you might be able to see out to the beach.
Looks like they've just turned the lights off at the beach, I think. Have they? Down towards Penguins Plus?
Getting there, yep. You can see this is where Sue sits and does her counting. So this is sort of the desk where all the magic happens.
Lovely.
And Stephen's just generally being official with a with a pad there, something like that. Looks like we've got a few more penguins thinking about coming in out the front there. But no, you've got a real sort of 180 view of the beach in here, which is really nice. So it's a good place for Sue to do all of her counting. And you can see all the way down to Penguins Plus in that direction and all the way to the east side in that direction as well.
Fantastic. Now, we've talked a little bit about how we count the penguins, Sky. Do we have any special bits of equipment or technology that you can show us?
I sure do. So we've got these handy dandy binoculars right here.
Very good.
And then this is Sue's counting finger. I'll call it. I would say I like to think. Oh, no, sorry, my bad. I like to think that that she's going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like yeah. So it's a really important tool. I think.
Very, very good.
No.
What? Sorry, what was that, Sky?
I'm just saying that's it. That's all she's got.
Very good.
Nothing else. Oh, and a pad and paper, I should say.
Excellent, excellent. How fantastic. Now, are we... Huh?
I'm just saying there's the pad and paper right there.
Excellent.
Taking her notes on.
Fantastic. Now, we might give Sue... Oh, we've got the number. Excellent listening, everyone.
Yeah.
Ready? 797 this evening. Little penguins came out of the shore live for you guys.
700 and what was it? One more time, Sue?
97. 797.
797. Alrighty, everyone. So we mentioned a little bit earlier. So of course we were hoping to get $2 for every penguin that crossed the beach tonight. Rolly, I think we might have made it.
I think we crushed it.
Crushed it.
Crushed it. $2 for every penguin. What does that make it about? $1,594?
Yeah.
So, and we are $1,730. So we're $144 ahead of that. Well done, everyone.
Fantastic job. That is absolutely amazing. Your generosity tonight has been just phenomenal. Remember, of course, tomorrow is Good Friday, and if you are around in Cowes in the main street, head on down there with all your petty cash, all your coins and all your notes so that you can donate to the CFA, who will be out in force with their little donation buckets ready for everyone. So that is absolutely fantastic, and the contribution that you guys have made tonight is just, it's blown us all away. That is so wonderful. And we got to go right until the end of the count, and it was well and truly, was it what, maybe $2.15
$2.14.37 or something like that, I reckon, Jordan.
That is so great. Awesome. All right, any last words from the Skybox before we let you go, Sky?
Not from me. Anybody else got anything to say? Anything about the Royal Children's Hospital Good Friday appeal? Any Easter messages?
Oh, hey, Linda.
Donate as much as you can to a very worthy cause. Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter, and thanks for tuning in again tonight.
I'm going to say bye, Jordan.
Awesome.
Because I think everyone here wants to start walking up the boardwalks.
Oh yeah, the screen is now completely black, so I think it is time for us to sign off as well. So see you later, Sky. I'm sure we'll be seeing you very soon.
Oh, I'm sure of it. You can't keep me away.
Beautiful. Alrighty, see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Alrighty, Rolly, I think that brings us to the end of our live Penguin TV tonight. It has been quite the marathon.
It has indeed, and I'm sure we could sit here and keep talking and talking, but given that the screen is blank, that might be a little bit underwhelming.
You know what? I've just flicked to the highway, so we have a little bit more time to watch
a few more seconds.
Few more seconds. Oh, one thing before I forget, as we saw Sky and Stephen and Sue and Linda and everyone in the Skybox, I just want to give a shout out to Ranger Megan, who is working tonight. She is the one answering all of your questions on Facebook. So if someone has got back to you from Phillip Island Nature Parks from the Facebook account, that will be our wonderful Migos tonight. So we have the whole team working on live Penguin TV this evening, and Again, what's the total for our donations for the Good Friday appeal tonight, Rolly?
So 1,730, which is a phenomenal effort in an hour. Thank you so much, everybody. We're just going to be so proud to be able to tell the Royal Children's Hospital tomorrow that you've managed to raise 1,730 on top of what our visitors here would have donated to the CFA as they were rattling their tins around. So thank you so much. It's been really heartwarming, as well as being a lot of fun being here tonight. It's also been super heartwarming. So thank you so much for your donations and for your care for the Royal Children's Hospital. And I'll say goodbye.
Cool. All right, no, hang on. No. Come back, Roland.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
I think our regular Water Watchers know exactly what is coming. So at the end of our live Penguin TV live streams, we say goodbye to our Water Watchers in Penguin language. Gosh, I must have been talking too much. I'm mixing up my words. In the Penguin language, and there goes the lights. Look, we have a beautiful black screen, so this is time for us to finish. So the penguins, when they are coming home, they say to each other, huck, huck, huck. That's them trying to call out and find as many penguins to cross the beach with them as possible. We are going to be saying goodbye to you in penguin language. We are going to be doing our signature huck off. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say, except for thanks for tuning in, thanks for the generosity. Anything else I need to cover?
No, I think you've covered everything. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and for being so generous.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, everyone, and huck, 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 huck.